Let me read this. Thank you for agreeing. What's going on in occupied Palestine is unprecedented. No doubt we'll have wall-to-wall coverage of atrocities now that it's the genocidal settlers on the receiving end. This is what liberation struggle looks like. Solidarity and victory to the Palestinian people. Again, just to put the timing in frame here, he says, no doubt we'll have wall-to-wall coverage when Israel responds. This is while bodies are still bleeding.
Well, I guess the second part did come true.
And then he laughs. He laughs just like the other guy did. And he's got like no. Oh God. Okay.
He wasn't wrong on the second part of that conversation, at least. Okay.
But solidarity and victory to the which part are we referring to?
Wall-to-wall.
The wall-to-wall coverage.
Coverage when Israel responds.
Right, but like, and this is my problem. So as the bodies are fucking still bleeding out, and he's saying this is what liberation struggle looks like: beheading babies, burning families alive, solidarity and victory to the Palestinian people. This is pro-Hamas. This man is supporting Hamas.
I think his position.
I'm glad we're watching this. I wouldn't be able to. I don't think I could watch the whole thing. I don't think I could do it.
Is that people that have been trapped, and I can't speak for him, but
like, why not just own it? Like, he could just own it. Like, if he wasn't a coward. Like, this is why I'll have infinitely more respect for, like, the tankies that are actually, like, you know what? I like the Soviet Union. I like Mao. I'm glad they killed all the landlords. I'm glad they killed all the capitals. Like, f it. At least, like, own it, right? But this, like, weird footing around, just say, like, yeah, I do support Hamas. Every Israeli citizen, you know, is subject to violence. They're on land that doesn't belong to them. And, you know, if Hamas needs to enact violence, it's the only way they can do it, even if that means killing civilians. And then he could even draw, like, parallels to, like, well, the United States has killed civilians, Great Britain's killed civilians, everybody's killed civilians, right? Sometimes it's how warfare is conducted. He could just say that. Like, he could just do it. There are arguments that he could make. I don't know why he doesn't just make those arguments. Instead, he just takes, like, the ultimate fence-sitter position, while everybody in the universe can see, like, so clearly what he's signaling to. It's so...
But you can, if you want to talk to him. I'm sure he would be willing to come on and speak his piece. I've already mentioned that I don't find this to be particularly helpful.
He's going to say, oh, he said, I was going to say particularly productive. That's what he was going to say. He loves that word, productive or helpful, because he doesn't have to normatively load anything. Anytime he says something like, well, I don't think this is productive, I don't think it's helpful, he's getting away from making any moral judgments on what's actually being said, which allows him to escape, like, any type of solid position. He's, like, completely not transparent. He's completely, like, he can just slide between whatever he wants. There's no, like, clear position you can nail him on.
Helpful or productive as far as this
there's the product. Okay.
Conversation goes, not because, like, I am tasked with defending the positions of other people or even criticize them. It's more so that we know what is currently happening. We are now 3-4 days removed from October 7, and we know what the retaliation looked like, and we know what the occupation has looked like every single day.
That was an obvious reaction.
So that's why I'm saying,
but again,
that's what I'm saying. Like a
timing matters.
A YouTuber with
hold on, this guy's influential.
No, I know, Ethan, but his influence is nothing in comparison to the multi-billion-dollar media operation.
Notice how, like, when it comes to, like, these guys on the left that are tankies, notice how their influence means nothing, right? Notice how their influence is irrelevant. But anytime it came to, like, crypto Nazi fascist guys on, like, fucking Twitter with, like, 20 followers, it was the most important thing in the world to spam report and, like, attack every single account. Because if even, like, one Nazi sneaks into a school, he's gonna, like, infect and poison every other person's brain with, like, hyper-Nazism. But these guys with millions of followers, millions of subscribers on YouTube that reach, you know, and then Hasan, who's making, I'm pretty sure he makes over $1 million a month, maybe. Like, for this guy to be like, oh, I can't do anything. Oh my God.
I want to call this guy out. That's what I want to do.
You can call him out.
Daily attempt by Destiny for shaming anyone who doesn't believe in the liberal handbook on morality. Yeah, I do believe in it, because you know what? Because liberals are better morality than you. Whatever dog system you're coming from, yeah, go rope yourself, okay? Actually, you don't even have to kill yourself, because whatever country you're in, the other political people will probably kill you for even typing in my chat. Let me go back to my single party states, okay, where we all stand in line with ration cards, or yeah, off, dude. There's a reason why liberal countries, like, rule the world, whether you like it or not, right? There's a reason why this form of government and then this style of economic system has risen to the top. Whether you like it or not, it's effective at the very least, and productive.
I just want to call this guy out. That's what I want to do.
You can call him out.
I just spent
and you can ask
2.5 hours calling out Israel. So now this guy, second thought, he's supporting Hamas. He is pro-Hamas. That's what solid. Hold on.
Okay.
Solidarity and
Hasan will never say that, right? If I was putting money in this debate without having watched it, without odds, my guess is Hasan will never, ever, ever say, yeah, this guy supports Hamas. He'll never say that in this entire 3-hour convo, does he? Does he actually, like... Does he say anything? Does he... Well...
Victory to the Palestinian people. Oops. Again, the timing that I keep mentioning, as bodies are being counted, is pro-Hamas. That's it. That's it. There's no other way to interpret that, and it's evil.
And he's like playing with his fucking dog now. You're telling me an hour early he was crying because of videos he watched, right, about Palestinians, and now he's like playing with his dog while Ethan here is like, yeah, this guy's pro, the organization that just killed 1,100 people in a country that lived there for 5 years. Oh my God. Is that what's happening? Or maybe he's not. Maybe this is somebody else on the ground back here that I don't know.
Continues. Imagine someone comes to your town, murders your neighbors, kicks you out of the home your family lived in for generations, and relocates you. Are those occupiers civilians? No. They're criminals and accomplices in genocide.
Dude, this Discord is crazy.
Once again, referring to babies who were decapitated. At least, but again, that doesn't matter. 40 babies died at this kibbutz. Okay? Kids also, children, families. Peaceful kibbutzim. Many of them actually pro-Palestine advocates. He said that they are criminals and accomplices.
Okay, we don't know if they were pro-Palestine advocates. Let's not go that far.
What?
Wait, what?
Peaceful kibbutzim. Many of them actually pro-Palestine advocates. He said that they are criminals and accomplices.
Okay, we don't know.
Oh, I mean, there's a chance they were. It was like a fucking dance for peace hippie bullshit. They might have been. But I mean, not every single person in Israel. I mean, we've seen Katie, right? Like, not every single person in Israel is like a hardcore right winger hardliner. Like, that's not the case, right?
No, they were pro-Palestine advocates. Let's not go that far.
What? That's positive. That's
what you
think that none of the people killed were.
I mean, I don't know that. I'm saying, like, I don't know why you're adding that. It doesn't even matter because ultimately,
it does
they
matter.
Still died. They shouldn't die.
Okay, right.
My position.
But it does make it especially ironic when he's calling them accomplices in genocide when their only crime is being born somewhere.
No, I agree with you.
It's evil.
I agree with you. What do you agree with? What do you even mean? You haven't staked out a position on anything here.
Say that.
I agree with you.
Okay, good.
I don't disagree with you on this at all.
Thank you.
But that's not my. But.
Bro, I'm just calling it out.
Okay,
this guy's a fucking. He's a scumbag.
If you want, you have the opportunity. You can speak to him if you want on this particular issue.
I would be shocked if second thought comes into this, unless Hasan is going to back him up, maybe, or Hasan like debate preps him for like all the tactics that he uses.
I'll think about it. But
so I don't know why like you're.
I'm not demanding you respond, but I simply, as a matter of doing this show, want to call out the people that disgusted me, because again, I hear this all the time. People go, "Oh, really? Well, show me an example."
I know, but
here's one.
No, of course there are examples of this. It's just entirely and utterly inconsequential, and I 100% stand by that.
It's not. He's an influential man. When you're expressing these kinds of...
Okay, let's walk through that. What do you think is the negative consequence of this? Do you think that people are going to see this and go... Oh.
How about the negative consequence of this is people think it's okay to engage in other forms of, I'll say, anti-Semitism, because a lot of it does bleed over into that, even if these guys aren't specifically. How about we look at the demonstrations, the marches, the attacks, the graffitis, the everything else going on across, like, I'm pretty sure several countries in Europe so far reported this. We can look even at the United States, where that Stanford professor was fired for, like, outing Jewish fucking classmates. I mean, what do you mean? What's he saying? Like, what do you think is the blowback from this? Like, oh, an Israeli diplomat was stabbed in China? Yeah, but he'll say, like, well, that wasn't because of a YouTube video, right? They always say, it's so funny, whenever they analyze, like, fascism is always this interconnected network of 50 million players that are constantly working to destroy, good civilization. But when it comes to leftist. It's like, bro, I'm just a YouTuber. Like, oh my God.